The Blind Saint. Once, a couple went to visit a saint with their niece. The saint was blind. But as soon as the niece saw the saint, she cried, "This man killed my parents. Punish him." The saint said, "How can a blind man like me kill someone? Take this girl away." The couple came home, but they felt their niece was telling the truth. So they went to Birbal and told him all about the matter. Birbal invited the saint to Akbar's court. When the saint entered, Birbal drew out his sword and walked towards him. The saint immediately drew out a sword and began defending himself. Everyone in the court was shocked to see this. Then Birbal turned to Akbar and said, "Your Majesty, this man is not blind. I doubt whether he is a saint." Akbar praised Birbal's intelligence and punished the wicked man who was posing as a saint. The Marriage Procession. Akbar and Birbal shared a close relationship. This made the courtiers jealous of Birbal. One of them said to Akbar, "Your Majesty, why do you listen to Birbal and ignore our suggestions?" Akbar thought he should prove that Birbal was better than the rest. A marriage procession was passing by, and Akbar asked the jealous courtier to find out whose marriage it was. Akbar asked Birbal to do the same. The jealous courtier ran fast and reached the marriage procession. He returned with the same speed. Soon, Birbal returned too. Akbar asked the courtier, "Where is the procession headed?" "I don't know, Your Majesty," replied the courtier. But Birbal answered, "They are going to Allahabad, Your Majesty." Akbar turned to the jealous courtier and said, "Being smart requires doing more than what is asked. Now, do you understand why Birbal is my favorite?" The jealous courtier hung his head in shame. The Good Gardener. One morning, Akbar was walking in the garden. He was deep in thought when he stumbled against a small rock and hurt his foot. Angrily, he sent for the royal gardener. He told the gardener, "I hurt my foot because of you. You shall be sentenced to death tomorrow." The gardener's pleas fell on deaf ears. Teary-eyed, the gardener went to Birbal, who whispered a secret in his ear. Next day, Akbar asked the gardener about his last wish. The gardener cleared his throat and spat on Akbar's foot. He had acted on Birbal's advice. Everyone stared in disbelief. Then Birbal spoke. He said, "Your Majesty, this gardener is very loyal towards you. He was worried that people would dislike you for punishing him severely for a small mistake. So he committed a crime which was appropriate for a death sentence. Akbar realized his mistake and pardoned the gardener. Music to the bull's ears. One day, Akbar told Birbal, "There shall be a huge music competition next week. Invite the best musicians. And Birbal, you shall participate too." On the day of the competition, when the participants had gathered in the royal hall, Akbar announced, "I'm sure you are all great musicians in your own right, but the winner will be decided by our guest." As everyone looked in surprise, a bull was brought in. Akbar said, "The one who impresses this bull shall win." The musicians were shocked, but they had no choice. One by one, they played the best music on earth, but the bull did not care. At last, it was Birbal's turn. He produced the sound of mooing cows and droning mosquitoes with his musical instrument. Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.